Mark has so kindly started pulling my gear out for me. And
15 left.
So this is the lurched wah pedal that Alex Lifeson just came out with. I did a video on it recently, and I kind of go in depth. I had been looking for a long time for a small volume or small wah pedal that I could use on this tour, and Alex Lifeson came up with this, and it's amazing, and I love it. I use it every night. So what Mark is doing now is he's plugging everything in. I've got on this side over here, I've got the magnetic routed here, I've got the tuner routed here, and I've got the piezo routed here.
I just match the colors.
So Mark matches the colors. We use the little cable to get from here to there. The little pedal is here. What this is it's a little volume pedal that works for the piezo. So that way, I can just turn the piezo on and off when I need it, and the volume pedal for the rig. So the cable is a dual cable that I made myself. So this cable is a braided cable by a company called Pig Hog. And I'm going to do something about the Pig Hog cables in a video at some point, but the Pig Hog cables are just fantastic. Really, they don't tangle very well. I mean, they don't tangle up during the gig, so it's fantastic. Anyway, so I split one pedal, one cable into this pedal, and that's the piezo. And then I put one cable into the magnetic side, which goes into this rig. And then both inputs, acoustic and magnetic, go into the quad cortex. And so in the quad cortex, if we get down here and we look, this is the magnetic level here. But then I added an extra row with a different set of inputs. It's got a different input and a different output. Here's the extra output right there. And that runs the acoustic side. And there's a beautiful, beautiful Martin sample that I downloaded off of their website. And so my acoustic is the piezo. Instead of just being the pure piezo system off the guitar, I'm driving the piezo into that Martin sample. And so when it hits the front of house, it sounds really nice. So that way I run my entire rig, acoustic and magnetic, in one box. And so it's such an easy setup. And then here, I've got a little bit of a reverb pedal. It's the Cloudburst. And then the Strymon Timeline, which is great. And then this is a pedal that, it's an expression pedal that controls the length of delay. And so during the show, as I play different parts, it's a beautifully set up delay, and I can bring in how much or how little of the feedback I get on it. So it's just really good. So one of the great things about the Timeline is the delay I've set up. I've set up at a repeat level that works with a lot of the songs, and I can tap in a tempo change if I need to. But I leave it on this one setting the whole night. And it's set up to where if it's on max, it's a super long delay that goes almost infinite. But then as I back up, I can take it and it becomes really usable and really short and disappears very quickly. So all night long, if you just had a camera on my foot, I'm doing this all night long. So I work these two pedals, the volume, reducing the volume on my guitar and reducing and increasing the volume on the delays, depending on the part of the song and the need. The reverb is always on these two patches. This is a straight up guitar to amp kind of Marshall clon thing. This is a bit of a cleaner sound without the clon on it. This is the Marshall and the clon with the delay and the reverb. And this is the Marshall and the clon and an RC boost with both of these. And this is a simulation of, it's got the Marshall, the clon, and the Phase 90, an MXR Phase 90 sample. And that is the actual, I use that for a couple things, but the main thing I use that for is the opening of Everything You Want. The opening of the Everything You Want riff. So it does everything I need for the whole set. I only ever have to change patches when I do, when we do the Cure song or when we do How Soon Is Now. And so the way the presets work is I actually set this up at home with a PA. So I'm hearing it through speakers. I don't use headphones to program the sounds. And I EQ them and program each sound depending on the songs I need. I have every song that we do has a certain requirement. And so what I've done within these 8 patches is to make sure that between that and this, I can find every sound that we need in the whole show in that bank of patches. Again, I do change banks for a couple of other songs that are, we do some just brilliant covers. And so for those, I have a separate bank set up. But one of the things I do is I program each patch to make sure that it fits each song. So every song that comes up, every part of the song, through sections of the song, I'm changing patches, and I know where they are and where they happen, and it's a very definite thing.